One of the most important initiatives is protecting those without a voice. Just after midnight on April 22nd, my deputies responded to a residence at 13th Street in Lehigh Acres, and it was in reference to a disturbance involving a firearm. The preliminary information revealed that a subject was threatening to shoot everybody inside, which included 2 juvenile family members because the suspect's infidelity was discovered. Upon arrival, deputies made contact with 41-year-old Farhad Diem and immediately detained him on scene. While in communication with the parties involved, it was learned that a gunshot was fired, and Diem had shot the family's dog. Louis, a young pitbull mix, was shot in the face. The juveniles were safely removed from the residence and are in the care of family. DCF was contacted regarding the incident, and during the safety sweep of the property, deputies located Louis hiding behind a couch, gushing blood from his neck and his face. The video surveillance showed exactly as what this sick bastard did, and I must warn you, the video you're about to see is beyond disturbing. These screams of pain continued even after the video cuts out. The dog showed zero aggression and only wanted to be loved. My deputies worked with our partners at the Blue Pearl Pet Hospital and the Lee County Domestic Animal Services to get Louis immediate medical care. Even with this life-threatening injury, Louis was sweet and loving to everyone that he came in contact with. Veterinarians are saying that Louis will make a full recovery, but we need some time to fully heal the wounds on his face. Our friends at the Lee County Domestic Animal Services are caring for Louis and reporting that he is socializing well. Diem was arrested and charged with aggravated animal cruelty, and he will have time to reflect on his decisions at the Marcino Motel. He won't cheat his way out of this one. Pit bulls get a bad name, but as we've seen with Lieutenant Hope and countless others, these dogs are as loving as any other breed. On April 10th, we announced the arrest of a man who kicked and punched his pit bull 7 times. It seems to me it's not a pit bull issue. It's just an awful owner issue. I'm proud to announce that King is safe at Lee County Domestic Animal Services. They are meeting with various fosters to ensure the best fit for the environment of King. He will not be euthanized. Contrary to what some people inform on social media, I guarantee that. In fact, my team will be there when King transfers to his new environment and home. We will absolutely protect those that cannot protect themselves, children, elderly, and animals. I say it time and time again. You abuse an animal in Lee County, and you will go to jail. You will be charged to the fullest extent of the law. And our great state attorney, Amira Fox, and her team will make absolute certain that you are prosecuted. Now, we have a late attendee to this press conference. I would like to introduce everyone to Louis, our doggy. Louis. Today is Louis' birthday as far as I'm concerned, and Louis gets a cupcake. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's a good dog. That's okay. Zero aggression, folks. After crazy abuse, being shot, zero aggression. Right, Louis? He just likes pasta and cupcakes. Boy. Good boy. His wound is healing very, very well, too. Good buddy. As you can see, this is an amazing dog. and has lots of love to give. I'm going to take some questions.
What is the relationship? Is the dog's owner the man who was arrested?
So it's a family dog. The female party is the one, obviously, that's involved here. Our suspect, he's committed one thing of being a scumbag, right? And after 13 years of being in a relationship, a domestic relationship, the only thing he committed to is being that. He hasn't committed to his relationship because he's cheated his way out and now shoots a dog. So it's a domestic family dog.
Does the suspect have a criminal history?
Suspect has driving while license suspended, so mostly traffic type infraction history. So that's his criminal history. And today we're proud to say that when convicted, his name will go on an animal abuse registry. And it'll be there for 5 years, so he cannot get another dog for another 5 years. And I'm proud of Lee County. Once again, we're making certain that no stone goes unturned, and we're making sure that we not only take these dogs out of the environment and finding them a loving home, but we're documenting those people that do very bad things to animals, and everyone knows who they are.
Now,
Is it possible he will face additional charges regarding this?
So is it possible if he faces additional charges? Of course, there's always a possibility. I will tell you this with certainty. We will charge every single thing possible as long as it's applicable, and he will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Our great state attorney, Amira Fox, and her team, they do an amazing job, and she is absolutely against animal abuse, as I am. So this is the wrong county to abuse an animal, I can guarantee that.
now did he live inside this home as well, or were they separated at the time?
So, like I said before, the victim's dog, the female's portion, he and the both parties were engaged for 13 years. So, and she found out that he was cheating on her. So he was so upset that he shot the dog because of it. Just an innocent, loving dog. So the video says it all, and we are not going to tolerate this behavior ever. I mean, I'm sad that I'm standing here at a press conference now for the second time in the last couple of weeks and talking about people that want to abuse animals. And it's unfortunate. It's a very particular mindset that abuses an animal, and it's our responsibility and duty to protect those without a voice. So I couldn't be more proud of the Animal Cruelty Task Force, our detectives. One thing is clear. In Lee County, Florida, you abuse an animal, and I promise you as sheriff, every resource I have is going to hunt you down, track you down, using everything that I have in technology, and charge you to the fullest extent of the law. So again, the only thing committed from our suspect is he's a scumbag.
How many children were in the home?
There were 2 children in the home, and thank God they were unharmed. So Department of Children and Families are notified, and they will work with our investigators to make certain that we deal with the violence that's in the home, especially when children are present. And we have zero tolerance for domestic violence and domestic abuse. So we were called there for that in the beginning.
Were
What
the
else can be
children?
done? What else can be done besides this registry? Because that's after something happens, but what can you do to prevent incidents happening like this?
So what I'm working with right now is our local state representatives and legislator, because what I want to do is I want to create what we have here, which is that registry. It's 5 years. When convicted, for 5 years you can't own an animal, and your name goes on a registry, but that's for Lee County, Florida. So what I want to do is create that registry for the entire state. Work to pass law that when someone is convicted of abusing an animal, it's a statewide documentation, and 5 years they can't have an animal, so that we're all doing the same thing statewide, and that's in the process. And the most important thing is what people are doing right now. They see it, say it, make the call. People are calling us for everything. They know when they call the Lee County Sheriff's Office that we are going to come out and investigate it immediately, transparently, and fully. So my message is, one, to the homeowners and the citizens of this great county. First, thank you for all you do. I love the citizens of this great county. Keep calling us. If you see something that's not right, you see somebody abusing a dog or an animal, call us. We will come out and investigate immediately. My message is to the And those of you that know, I say it the way it is. The people that are stealing oxygen from America that want to abuse an animal, think about it twice, because you do it one time in this county, and I'm coming for you full force. When I say zero tolerance, it's zero tolerance. So I don't know what more to say to people to let them understand that you're not going to abuse an animal and get away with it. We're coming in full force.
Now, the initial call was disturbance. So when did you discover that there was an actual shooting and the animal was hit?
So we get called for the disturbance. We get there shortly after talking and interviewing our witnesses and people that are in the house. There's a video that's discovered. We also comb the area, and we find, obviously, the evidence outside. We found Louie the dog literally just suffering and bleeding outside, hiding. And never once did he show aggression, which is amazing. So it all comes together pretty quickly. And again, most importantly, I couldn't be more proud. It's not just a dog or just an animal. I know there are people, unfortunately, out there that think that. It's also the mindset of the person that does this act. If they don't care for an animal, I'm telling you right now, those are flags like you've never seen, because that shows a particular mindset. It's someone who has no heart. It's someone that's willing to do anything. I mean, a poor dog or an animal just wants to be loved, right? So this investigation came together very quickly, and again, standing with me are the heroes that I couldn't be more proud of. Annalise?
I know you said that Louie's being cared for by Lee DAS right now, and that he was the victim's dog. Did the victim fully surrender Louie over to Lee DAS?
So at this point, we take the dog pending the investigation, and if he is convicted, which obviously when you look at the video, it says it all, his name's going on that registry. And this dog is going to, the most important thing is not only just to stop the act and charge the person that's committing that crime, but it's taking that animal out of the place of violence. It's not putting that animal back into a place where it's going to get possibly harmed again. And then furthermore is finding it a beautiful home. And those of you that know Lee County Sheriff's Office, we always work very, very closely with domestic animal services, and we will always find a home for our dogs. I mean, we have 1,800 employees. We walk Louie around for 5 minutes. Someone is going to want, that beautiful little dog in their house, and that's most important.
Was the gun registered to the
You
suspect?
mentioned there were 2 children or 2 minors at the home. Were they, if I pronounce his last name correctly, Diham's children, or were they the partners?
So Diham and our female party were in a domestic relationship, engaged for 13 years. He was, obviously cheating on that relationship, and then shoots the dog. So it's one domestic household. Unsure if the kids belong to him or not, but it is a domestic household, and children were present during this complete altercation.
Was the gun registered to the suspect?
So I'm not certain if he's a legal, obviously he's going to be a legal gun owner, but I'm not sure whose firearm it is, but that firearm was in that residence.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, guys.